Malacanang has denied clamping down on the government's critics when it nullified the amnesty granted to Senator Antonio Trillanes.
The palace insists it's simply a case of recognizing that the grant was invalid in the first place because Trillanes failed to meet the basic requirements. Here's Dale De Vera with the details.
Almost 8 years after living as a free man, Senator Antonio Trillanes IV might soon find himself behind bars again. That's after President Rodrigo Duterte declared that the amnesty granted to the senator by former President Benigno Aquino III is void ab initio or invalid from the start. Based on Proclamation 572, which the President signed on August 31st and published on Tuesday, the Senator failed to comply with the basic requirements for the amnesty. First, the Law and Order Division of the Office of the Deputy Chief of Staff was unable to retrieve a copy of the Senator's official application. Second, Trillanes did not expressly admit his guilt for the crime he allegedly committed.
This is not a matter of revocation. When you say you revoke, there's something that was actually given validly and you are taking it back for some reasons. But that does not seem to be the case here. This proclamation declares that the grant was invalid and void ab initio, right from the beginning. So you're not taking back something. You're declaring that something never actually validly existed.
Trillanes may still question Malacanang's decision in court, but it's a different story if he appeals his case with President Duterte.
This is not an administrative case, all right? This is a matter of executive prerogative. This is executive clemency that we're talking about. This is an act of grace, all right? So we're not talking about a simple administrative case where you have to exhaust administrative remedies before you go to courts. All right, so this pertains to something that is purely personal to the president.
On Tuesday, the DOJ prosecutors formally asked the Makati Regional Trial Court to issue a whole departure order and alias warrant of arrest against the former Magdalo soldier. As the president's OIC, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara has ordered the AFP and PNP to arrest Trillanes. Because of this, the case against Trillanes will continue, especially that the Makati RTC, which handled the case, had not yet promulgated its decision. Guevara also noted that Trillanes may not use his legislative immunity since that privilege only applies to offenses with a maximum penalty of 6 years. Trillanes is charged with coup d'etat, a non-bailable offense that also carries life imprisonment if the respondent is found guilty. Guevara also maintained that this has nothing to do with Trillanes being a critic of the president.
It just so happened that all of these matters seem to be invalid right from the beginning. Nakakataon lang yun. It's not a fad. I'm telling you, it's not a fad. It just so happened that all of these events, these acts happen to be declared up after a serious review as void from a legal standpoint.
Reporting for News 5, Dale De Vera. We are One News.